What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. We really don't have any news, but there's rumors of a Khamzat Chimaev Usman fight, or Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev fight at UFC 294 that we can talk about, that I think a lot of people are getting a little bit too carried away with. We can talk about my prediction that is slowly looking more and more accurate that I made the night of the fights last week about Israel Adesanya, Jamahal Hill. And we can also talk about a prediction I made in my recent video that I literally just released, 40 minutes ago? 40 minutes ago or so? And since that video was recorded, the bold prediction I made in the video, Dana White has confirmed. Dana White has confirmed, which is Sean O'Malley's interim title fight if Aljamain Sterling can't go. Disgraceful, disgusting. I wish I would have talked about it more in that video, but that's a topic for a whole other video if it comes to fruition. I made that prediction in the video. And I'm here just specifically for Derek because Derek requested it. I was going to go to sleep, maybe record one more video, then go to sleep. A video I've been trying to do about Alex Pereira. I just haven't got a chance to do it. And I'm not going to have a lot of time to do videos tomorrow. And, yeah. Can't get over those two goobers fumbling the raid. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe that. They turned off live chat for the next stream. You're kidding me, bro. You're kidding me. What was the name of it again? I don't remember what it was. I couldn't tell you. What's the video about Alex Pereira going to be? How the UFC's ruining Alex Pereira's career. They've ruined it. His career's over. His career is over. I've talked about it on stream like 17 times, Derek. Okay, let me go look that up. Like, you seen them go live again and the chat wasn't there? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? That's crazy, bro. That's imagine what is the purpose of streaming if you're not responding to people? I'm flabbergasted, but I don't care. It is what it is. We try to do a good thing. It turned out not so great, so it is what it is. How to not grow a YouTube channel. We learned yesterday. How to not grow a YouTube channel. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Idiots. But I guess everyone's trying to do their own thing, so I don't insult them, actually. Let's just get rid of this completely out of the chat. I don't even want to look at that anymore. Can't get over. Okay, read that. You remember me? Yes. New video went crazy. What do you mean new video went crazy? What do you mean by that? New video is doing good. It's doing good for only being out for 42 minutes. It's doing good. I wouldn't say it went crazy, though. You had me excited, man. You had me excited. What the hell? But appreciate you taking notice. What's up, Derek? Derek, I'm doing this stream for you, so you better appreciate it. You better appreciate it very much, Derek. I wasn't going to do it. I felt bad. I was like, damn, Derek wants some pleasure tonight. I need to rest my throat, but my duty calls, I guess. You think they're aerial or something? You got to have engagement when you got like 100 subs. Look, I don't understand. What's the point of live streaming? Like who live streams? Like, unless you're not engaging at all, unless you're doing some like actual like live show where it's like, I don't even know. Like Ariel Helwani, he's doing interviews, so he's just kind of showing that all live, and he's producing that show live as if it's like a TV show. So that's different. That's different. Other than that, if you just imagine if I just live streamed and just talked. Like I do that at some points in times. I just kind of rant and talk a little bit. But the point of these streams is to talk to you guys. You know, like when I'm watching the fights, I'm reacting to the fights. I'm reacting to them, but then I'm interacting with the chat too. So that's what makes live streaming fun. That's why I live stream. It's because it's fun. But I don't know. I'm just gonna change the topic. Next. Oh, we're 440 subs away. Boys, we're 440 subs away. Just in case anyone new finds the channel tonight, let's go and do this. My eyes itching. Sorry, guys. Yeah, dude, Alex is going to get KO'd. Horrible decision by the UFC. I want Aljo to keep winning. I was going to root for O'Malley. Now I've changed my mind. I have to root for Aljo. UFC's doing him so dirty. UFC's doing him so dirty. I literally called it in my video. I literally called it in my video. You think O'Malley beats Aljo? Thank you for the $2. No. I do not. I think he has a better chance than people are giving him credit for, but absolutely not. He's not beating Aljo. I don't think he's beating Aljo at all. Thank you for the $1.99. Young Joey, what's up, Seal? I think they'll put Sandhagen on the undercard in case of a dropout. He'll probably be fighting Umar. I said it in my video. Did you watch my video, JJ Smoke? I'm not asking you, like, did you watch it like you had to watch it, but I'm just asking, like, did you think of that before you saw my video? Or are you just agreeing with me because you saw my video? Do you think it will go ahead with Usman Khamzat? Look, guys, I'm going to say something that I don't think is going to be, you know, music to your ears. I don't think Khamzat Usman happens. And I think there's a lot of people running away with it. It was all over Discord. It was all over Twitter. Oh, Usman Khamzat's happening. I'm hoping and praying it happens. It makes a lot of sense if it's going to happen at 170. But I just find it hard to believe that's going to happen. I just don't believe it. That's one of those fights I just don't believe until I see it signed. You know? That's why I didn't make a video about it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that ran out and make a video about it. Chael Sonnen probably headed to the studio, made a 10-minute video about it, intro, outro, ads, sponsors, all in between, talking in circles for 15 minutes. Based off a tentative fight agreement. But that's just not the way I roll. That's not the way I roll. I speculate, but I don't regurgitate, you know, kind of fake news as essentially as if it's true, you know. And I know someone's going to say, oh, what the live stream title? Well, we're just talking about the fight. I never said it's booked. It never says it's booked anywhere in there. Why are there so many channels covering Khamzat versus Usman today? Was there additional info released on it? I'm with you, man. I'm skeptical it happens. Khamzat said that's the fight he wants. And the UFC is supposedly going to be booking it for 194. So, yo, what's up, Joey? Just got done with a long shift at Chick-fil-A. The second I got back, the stream started. Made my day. Thank you for your hard work. You make a positive impact on many lives. Thank you, Jeremiah. That's crazy. Making a positive impact on many lives. You're going to make me cry, bro. You're going to make me cry. Nothing better than getting home from a long, hard day of work and getting pleasured by a grown man online. I'll tell you that much right now. Nothing better. Nothing better. Appreciate you, Jeremiah, man. I hope you enjoy. Hold on a second. I hope you enjoy your what is going on? Why is Google not searching? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go look up something. Oh my god. Sometimes I hate when stuff doesn't work properly. Let me go take a look. Select 2023. No. Okay, I saw this. Apparently Connor's finally back in USADA. He's not. I just searched. It's updated weekly. He does not have a sample. So unless he's posted a picture with USADA, he's not back in the testing pool. I'm looking as we speak. Gotcha. Khamzat said something. Still not sold. Yeah, me neither. Chael is so annoying. It's hard to watch. He talks in circles. Yeah, that's all he does. That's all he does. Only 6 likes. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, if you could like the video. Yeah, I thought of that before I watched your video. Nonetheless, we're right in the same mindset. Great minds think alike, I guess. Okay. I think they will add Jan versus Font for UFC 292 since it's Boston. And also, what do you think will be the full main card of UFC 292? I have no clue, my friend. Oh my! If they do Font versus Jan and then they give Font a title shot if Aljo pulls out, I will literally throw up. Usman's knees can't take the wrestling that comes with a Khamzat fight. I doubt it. I don't think Khamzat's taking him down. I think Khamzat would KO him on the feet. Do you think Merab would have more success at featherweight than Aljo? I don't think either one of them would have a lot of success. Dvalishvili would wipe the floor with Khamzat. Okay. I wish you the best. We're at Chalk, but I live in Long Beach. I don't know what that means. Jeremiah is right. My daughter's 6 months and had open heart surgery last Thursday. That's horrible. I hope everything went good. Listening to your dreams help get me through the tough nights out here in Orange County. Shout out to J-Dub. Making his life better. That's crazy. Positive impact on people's lives. I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to achieve it. That's crazy to hear, though. That is crazy to hear. If anybody else wants to tell me that, feel free to tell me in the chat. That's crazy. Joe, I keep forgetting to tell you, whatever happened to that Brazilian dude who knocked out Sean Strickland with the spinning back heel kick? Spinning back heel kick. For a second, I thought you were talking about Alex Pereira when you said Brazilian dude. Oh, Elizus Zaleski dos Santos. I have no idea what happened to him. He's just disappeared after wins, losses. He fought at UFC 267. That's the last time he fought. Well, thank you so much, Sager. It means a lot. She's recovering day by day. Oh, okay, I see. Joey James Lynch said Dreykus would beat Chris Curtis. Let me put it this way. Outside of Derek Brunson, I would not, even Derek Brunson, I didn't, but I wouldn't pick Dreykus over anyone in the top 15. I would not pick Dreykus over anyone in the top 15. Dreykus is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. Terrible fighter. Worst fighter in the top 15. He's an absolute fraud. Now, I think Merab would be all right at 145. His cardio is literally a cheat code. If he doesn't get finished in the first round, it's almost impossible to stop him. You're kind of right if he can put on some mass, I guess. Oh, well, thank you. She's recovering day by day. I'm happy to hear that. Did he really say that? That's crazy, though. Joey built different. That I am. Just released a video, and now I'm on stream. And the prediction I made in the video is coming true. And you know what's crazy? I made the Adesanya versus Hill connection, okay? I broke that. I've been seeing it everywhere. Everywhere. All over Twitter. People are sending me other videos of people talking about it, doing videos on it. I broke that. Me. I'll take full credit. I'm the first person, or one of the first of very few people, to suggest that. And you guys all saw me come up with it on stream. So that's pretty crazy, to be honest. Which is absolutely insanity. That's the problem. They would finish him in the first round. Yeah, probably. Honestly, Joey, dude, you're just trying to stir stuff up. But okay, we'll do. Oh, shoot, never mind, Joe. That was Brazilian dudes fighting next week against Habib's cousin. I did not know that. Life is a blessing. Our parents, grandparents, etc. experience so many highs, lows, happiness, heartache, sadness, loss, weddings, divorces, just so we can have these moments. Cherish it all. Every day you wake up and you take a breath, it's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. Also, Dricus Du Plessis is second worst ranked fighter, and right now Chris Dawkins is still ranked. That's crazy. Khamzat's striking defense is moving backwards in straight lines. Usman could knock him out badly on the feet. Usman could very well KO him. I've been a Dricus hater for months, but I listened to him on Submission Radio yesterday, and I was very impressed with his self-awareness. I'm a fan now. An interview changed your mind on Dricus. I'm not a hater of Dricus. Maybe it sounds like that. I just think you look at his skill set, it's awful. It's horrible. It's horrible. He literally fought nothing but bums and almost lost in every single one of those fights. It's crazy to me. His best win's Brad Tavares, without a doubt. Crazy. But Darren Till on his way out. Derek Brunson on his way out. And I just can't, I can't believe we got such a horrible fighter at the towards the top of a weight class. So there's no hate towards him, no ill will towards him, but he's going to get starched and he's done. He's done. Unless they find somebody. I mean, Whitaker's going to KO him in the first round probably. I'm probably picking Whitaker by first round KO. If not second round. He's horrible. No grappling. No striking. No chin. No, he's got a chin. I'm lying. But he gets hurt. He got hurt by Darren Till, if I'm not mistaken. No cardio. But he's got heart. He's got damn heart and toughness. Joey, after we saw both Marvin and Rob take Izzy down several times, both get his back at moments, do you think Adesanya has the ability to stuff chain wrestling from Khamzat? Yeah, I do. I think Izzy's takedown defense is nasty. I mean, Rob and Marvin didn't do anything with those positions, didn't last long. So, I still can't get over Sean P. Yeah, that's hilarious. I just moved to a country that doesn't allow any transactions on YouTube. It would be cool if you could leave these up. Dude, I can't. I don't leave them. I leave most of them up, but I can't leave all of them up, dude. I can't clog my algorithm, and also it's a perk. So I'm very, very sorry, Alazar. That sucks. There's nothing I can do. I can't hurt my algorithm by having 5 streams a week where not a lot of people click on them after the fact. So most of them stay up, but if I do a lot of them, some of them go into members. So Paulo gets his fight. Does that mean Izzy Khamzat is next? I assume Whitaker, Dricus Du Plessis won't be ready for Sydney. It's going to be Izzy versus Jamahal Hill, in my opinion. It's going to be Izzy versus Jamahal Hill, in my opinion. Derek Lewis is still ranked. That is true. The top 15 of the heavyweight division is garbage, though. Dude, I've been seeing power slap everywhere. I don't want to see this shit on my feed. Why are we promoting power slap in MMA conversations? It's horrible. Hold on. Joe, I was going to forward your tweet. Someone breaks news that Izzy could fight Jamahal Hill. You called it first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm sure some obscurely somewhere somebody said it, but I made a full dedicated video on it. So I'll take full credit. Full credit. And I've seen it start to go wild over the next couple days after I put out that video. And that video got a lot of views. For my channel, it got quite a bit of views. It's almost got 9,000 views. And a lot of people spread that around. Joey, is there any way we can get you to stream the fights tomorrow night? You got a better chance of getting Shelly to go out on a second date with you, Derek. I will never stream Power Slap, ever. Talk about a gimmick. That's not what we do here. We don't do gimmicks around these parts, ladies and gents. I don't understand the algo. Look, what I've told you guys a million times, if you want my channel to grow, watch my videos in their entirety. Length of watch duration, that's a better way to just say watch duration, is the single most important analytic. What happens when my videos get released, okay? YouTube goes all to the usual suspects. The people who normally watch my videos, it spreads it out to those people, okay? Determining their reaction to that video, how often they click on it, how long of the video they watch, they determine, okay, let's separate it out to a larger bubble of some people who haven't seen it. They do that, then how those people react to it by clicking on it, watching duration, and commenting and interacting with it, they decide to spread it out to an even larger bubble. So that's how it's determined. So essentially, and why is my camera losing focus? I just saw that. So annoying. So essentially, the way it works is YouTube puts a video out to, let's say, 5,000 people. Then based on those 5,000 people's reactions in terms of clicks and watch time and interaction, they then determine how many more people should they put it out to. Then they'll do 10,000. Then depending on those numbers, then they do 20,000. Then they do 50,000. Then they do 100,000. So if every single subscriber on my channel clicked on every video and watched it from beginning to end, the channel would blow up in 1 month. It'd have probably 70,000, 100,000 subs. It would blow up in 1 month. Because that's how the algorithm works. So, you know, if you don't let me, never mind, let me stop. Let me just stop. Watching the Shabazian fight this weekend got me thinking maybe that 2-year suspension for O'Malley took in the beginning of his career was good for him. I do believe that's true as well. 100%. Guys, remember to watch them to completion. Don't just edge them. Exactly. Is Gaethje the most exciting fighter in recent history? Definitely top 3. Probably number 1. Probably number 1. Just booked my flight to Salt Lake for $291. Really looking forward to watching that BMF belt wrapped around someone's waist. Khamzat's wrestling is proven against 2 cans and worse wrestlers at middleweight and lightweight in Lee Holland. We don't actually know how good his wrestling grappling is relative to the elites. You're kind of right. But either way, I don't think he's getting taken down. And I think his striking's better than Usman. So, Power Slap is only being kept alive because it's tied to the UFC. Look, I've told you this, guys. I've been on record saying this multiple times, and I'm going to go on record, and I'm going to say it again. I want you guys to remember these wise words. One day, Power Slap will fail. And when it does fail, there will be 2 potential narratives from Dana White. Okay? First narrative, they're going to sell it off to some obscure other slap company for some abysmal amount of money. And Dana White will act as if it was just bogging him down and it was a great deal. They sold it. They made a killing on it. It was, it was worth nothing. Now he sold it for $1 million or whatever the hell it may be. The second narrative, if he can't spin that one, will be the media killed it. The media killed it. The MMA media, because they didn't like me, because they didn't want to cover it, because they shit on it, because they influenced the general public about it. The media didn't like me. He will blame it on the media for why Power Slap did not succeed. Mark my words, one of those 2 narratives, maybe even both of them. I had to sell it. I had to sell it because the media wasn't giving it a fair shake. The media wasn't giving it a fair shake. I will bet my life on it. Just like in a video I just put out, I said I will bet my life if Aljamain Sterling can't fight 3 months after his last title defense, they will make an interim belt. Literally, as I'm uploading that video, an article comes out and Dana White literally says that in the article. Like he's doing a press conference or something for Power Slap. They wrote an article that they will do an interim belt. Disgusting, disturbing, called that. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you've seen me call so many things. You think Usman versus Khamzat will actually happen? Probably not. I just got a gut feeling it's not happening. Joe, you want your subs to go up so badly you're willing to overreact? A knee from Yan. Overreact, I guess. A knee to Yan just to get them. I don't know what that means. They'll do an interim belt for bantamweight if Aljo can't fight at UFC 192. Would you kick it with Dana White and his boys at the casino? No. Not unless he's giving me money. Then maybe if I can gamble with his money, sure, why not? But no. Who fails first, Power Slap or Bellator? Power Slap for sure. Why was the 2-year suspension good for O'Malley? Because he was very young. And instead of having to fight, he could just train and hone in on his skills. And not... I think the UFC would have babied him anyway. So it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, that's basically why. So he didn't have to take a lot of fights. And he could just work on his skill set. You know, a long layoff, especially when you're that young, is can help you... can help you in the grand scheme of things. Glad to see you go live. Going to be a member tomorrow. Appreciate you, man. If anybody else wants to become a member, the link is in the description. You get extra live streams to rewatch when you're not here live. So, and you get a loyalty badge next to your name, custom emojis to use in the chat as well as the comments, behind the scenes all the time, members Discord, all the good stuff. If I was Aljo, I wouldn't care if they did an interim belt. Yeah, but it's still a joke. It's just disrespect. Jamahal Hill isn't fighting, is he? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Interim belts have just become a way to UFC to add more pressure to champs not doing what they're told. Basically, yeah. Because they do the interim belt and then they're like, look, you can't fight next. You can't fight the interim champion and then we're going to have to strip you. So, now my leg is itching. Why is MMA Guru have a problem with you? I didn't know that he did. But, I don't know. You have to ask him that, if that's true. Interim belt, yeah, I already read that. Khamzat emoji. Why does the UFC have the interim champion? It used to be if a fighter was going to be out for over a year, they'd do an interim belt. That's it. I would do a 30 super chat, but money's kind of... Dude, if money's tight, don't worry about it, bro. That's not required. That's just an extra that you guys can do if you want, okay? Imagine how butthurt some people will get if Bilal somehow stole the shot. Oh, my God. I'll be in full... I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. But I'll be damn happy. Merit worked out. If Colby wins the belt, it will be a disaster for the division. I almost want to make a video on that alone. If Colby wins the belt, it will be a disaster for the division. But yeah, there'll be a lot of butthurt people if Bilal does get the shot. Bilal ain't getting a shot. Bilal's not a draw. Yeah, just delusional. Just delusional. Colby's not a draw either. So, yep. Does Aljo make any less if O'Malley's interim? No. But it's horseshit if he wants to fight 4 or 6 months. So if you make... Here's what I do. If I'm Aljo, if I have to pull out, I say, look, I can't fight in August. Do an interim belt, but I want to fight in September. You know? Or I want to fight in November at the latest. That's what I would say. I want to fight in November at the latest. Let's see if O'Malley can win the belt. And then he can do a 3-month turnaround, right? That's how it works, right? Could you imagine if O'Malley won the belt and Aljo wanted him to do a 3-month turnaround? Can you imagine how much he would cry and whine? It'd be hysterical. After Robbie Lawler retires, RDA is the only person in the UFC that Colby actually beat. Yeah, dude, no wins over any current ranked top 15. Me and Colby have the same amount of wins over the current top 15 of the welterweight division. They're really trying to screw Aljo, I know. And it's pissing me off because now I gotta root for Aljo. Because the business is trying to screw him over because they don't like him. Disgusting, if you ask me. Get ready for the 170-pound division to be ruined because Colby's beating Leon and Bilal. Well, dude, he wouldn't fight Bilal. If he beats Leon, he's not fighting Bilal. He's going to call out Nick Diaz. He's going to call out Conor McGregor. He's going to call out Israel Adesanya for a super fight. What a joke. Since you ain't have the channel during UFC 259, what was your reaction to the full sequence of the illegal knee between Jan and Sterling? Oh, no. And then the second I saw Aljo flop back after Mark Smith said, yeah, if he can't continue, it's a DQ. And then Aljo said, I said, oh, he ain't continuing now. He ain't continuing now. No way he's continuing. And then in the initial aftermath, I said, you know what? It's Petr Yan's fault. I said, Aljamain Sterling's going to get a lot of shit for this. But Petr Yan should know the rules. Don't throw an illegal knee. And, but it really annoyed me that Aljo took that route. But I understood at the end of the day, he's the one that got illegally kneed. I've gotten pretty lucky as an Aljo fan. I'm always rooting for him. Fair enough. How's the UFC trying to screw Aljo? What do he do to make them mad? The UFC announced a fight that was not signed. Aljo came out and said, I might be injured. I might not be able to fight. Dana White shit on him. And then Aljo said, oh, I am fighting, but I do have some injuries. I'm getting banged up. Dana White didn't like that he said that. And then he also said, oh, if he can't fight, we'll do an interim belt then. So, they do not... Watch my recent video, dude. I break it down in my recent video. I'm not just trying to get you to go watch my recent video to go watch my recent video. The video I just put out 1 hour ago, I break it all down. They're intentionally trying to stack the deck against Aljamain Sterling because they desperately want Aljamain Sterling to lose the belt. It wouldn't shock me if Dana White pulls a Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan type John, okay? It would not shock me. I meant to say that in the video. I thought of that earlier today. Grounded knees and soccer kicks should be legal. It's a pretty dumb... Yeah, honestly, I'm starting to be more in favor of that. Joey versus Ngannou, PFL first fight. Sign me up. I want more than $2 million, though. I want like $10 million. And I'll whoop Ngannou bad. Imagine I get that fight, I just whoop Ngannou bad. I'm just trying to gas him out to start off. I'm doing nothing but cardio. I'm not training anything but cardio going into the fight. That's all I'm doing. I just want to be able to go... I want to be able to go a hard 25 minutes. And I'm just running for my life for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Praying Ngannou swings wildly. And then I'm going to take him out. With pure Dricus du Plessis form, Dricus du Plessis heart, and probably Dricus du Plessis cardio, even though I worked on cardio. Dana likes Colby's gimmick because it supports his own right-wing stance. You think Dana would give some hardcore left-wing BLM trans supporter the same way? Absolutely not. I don't know if that's the case. I think just Dana thinks, oh, Colby gets clicks on YouTube. Colby gets clicks on Instagram. So he must be a draw. Because that's what Dana thinks. The Yanni is probably the lowest fight IQ in MMA history. It's one of them. I started to choke on water and probably Dricus' cardio, even though I worked on cardio. Yeah. But I got the heart and the will. I got the will of a champion, all right? Look, I'm not even kidding you. If I was out and Francis Ngannou tried to start a fight with me and I knew it was Francis Ngannou, I'm trying to fight him, all right? If you try to bitch me in the supermarket or something, yeah. Hey, watch where you're going, bitch. I'll be like, oh, hell no. So, I might lose, but I got the heart of a champ. I'm going for the Boston Crab. Imagine I Boston Crab Francis Ngannou in PFL main event. The rematch would sell. Well, first off, if I'm booked, the fight's going to sell anyway. Joey Colby gets more views on TikTok than Bilal. Yeah. Joey, what's the most impressive performance of all time in your opinion? I can't pin down one, but one that comes to mind when you say that, TJ Dillashaw's first fight with Renan Barão. TJ Dillashaw was supposed to be the equivalent to Megan Anderson against Amanda Nunes. He was supposed to be the sacrificial lamb. He wasn't supposed to get the title shot. He hadn't really beaten anyone. And he went out there against a guy who won like 30 fights straight, who had looked unbeatable, absolutely unbeatable, and beat him from bell to bell and then finished him. All on EPO, but nonetheless, that was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. Joey with Juliana Pena's stand-up beats Francis in round 1, probably. TJ Dillashaw versus Renan Barão 1 was the most brutal sequences I've ever seen. You know what was a late stoppage? The second one. The second one was a late stoppage, in my opinion. Francis to BKFC, he's already signed with PFL. What are some of the most impressive performances to you guys? I'm curious. What are some of the most impressive performances to you guys? I also think Adesanya Pereira 2 was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. And I called it down to a T. I'm from the future. I'm from the future. Trying to think of another one. Rafael Dos Anjos versus Anthony Pettis was a good one, but I picked Dos Anjos even though the masses were going with Anthony Pettis. Aljo getting set up. I think he sees that and might pull out of the fight. That's what I'm wondering. Would I take a Burger King sponsorship? No. I'll tell you one thing, though. Anderson Silva was never the same again after he lost that Burger King sponsorship. They did him dirty. What was Herb thinking not stopping Holloway Cater in the 4th round? Herb gets glazed by casuals, but he legitimately sucks at his job. Dude, I don't know. It was delusional. You know what's sad? One of my buddies who's like a casual MMA fan likes to bet on the fights occasionally, and he asked me what he should bet on for the main event. I told him bet on Max Holloway 4th round TKO. That was my prediction going into the fight. He bet on it. He would have won a decent amount of money. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was like 500 or 800, something along those lines. And that's so funny. And he's in here. He's like, don't call me a casual. Oh, that's funny, dude. And how much was it? And yeah, he lost because Herb Dean didn't stop it. That's shitty as hell. Cody Garbrandt has insane performances. Also, Izzy just looked unreal against Costa. Yes, Izzy did look unreal against Costa. He did. He did. Which is crazy. 3K, that's crazy. Wow, that's tough. Most impressive 3 rounds was Whitaker versus Marvin. I think that's a little bit of that Australian biased. But it was a damn good performance. I won't take that away from him. Izzy's performance against Costa was crazy. And I picked Costa. I'm an idiot. Izzy's performance against Whitaker in the first fight was crazy too. It was craziness. I can't believe Dana said, you know what? We'll do an interim title. So annoying, in my opinion. It sucks. What made you pick Costa? I just thought he was too big, too strong. Great pressure. It was originally talked about it was going to be in the Apex, what made me lean him, and then I kind of went with that pick. I'm just an idiot. Horrible pick. What's up, Joel Bell? Another great performance. Jake Matthews versus Viallo. Dude looked like a champion. Have you heard me mention that recently, Jackson? Dude looked like an absolute world champion. Jake Matthews was about to beat Kamaru Usman after he whooped up on Fialho. And then he just shit the bed in his next fight, getting dropped like 17 times. I've been rooting for Aljo in every fight since 273. Well, congratulations on being a bitch, Jack. Kelvin really gave Izzy problems in that fight. Yeah, I heard that in his YouTube rap song. Wasn't it in Abu Dhabi? Yes. It was originally talked about in the Apex. What was that? UFC 254, 53. It was originally in the Apex. And then they switched it. News. Yeah, here it is. Supposed to be originally set for September 9th, Apex. I have heard you mention it, and honestly, it's one of those observations that make me love your channel. No one else acknowledges how good he looked that night. It's crazy. It's crazy. Isn't that weird? I remember that they were talking about, and that as soon as I heard that, I said, you know what, dude, Costa's got a massive advantage at the Apex, and then I started really convincing myself Costa, and then I picked Costa, and I was wrong. I own my stupid picks. So, what else was I gonna say? Joey's getting ready to get the Boston Crab from whom? Dana's on slime time. Dude, Dana's unhinged. Dana is unhinged. By the way, for those who haven't watched my most recent video, I literally said Sean O'Malley's cashing in the Money in the Bank. You know how in WWE you get the Money in the Bank suitcase, you get a guaranteed title shot. He got the Money in the Bank with a brutal robbery win against Piotr Jan. And then in WWE, they wait till the champ is beaten and battered. And then they run out there and say, I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank right now. So when they're tired, when they're injured, when they're hurt, and then they easily get the belt. That's what he's trying to do. Joey, how often do you practice the Boston Crab? I don't know. It's however often my fiance gets smart with me. That's about how often I practice it. I don't know. I can't put a number on that. They feed the dead corpse of Tony Ferguson to Bobby Green. Imagine telling 2019 MMA Junkie that Ferguson will be an underdog against Bobby Green. Dude, Ferguson might be a good bet. Because Ferguson looked like garbage in his last fight, but you have to take into account that he took that fight on like 2 weeks' notice against Li Jingliang, and then he took the Nate Diaz fight on 24 hours' notice. I hate the fact that Costa's fighting Ikram. Costa said he hasn't even signed that contract. Dana's going full Mad King as of late. All we need now is a Kingslayer. That ain't going to happen, bro. My favorite display of striking was Pena versus Junes. I'm not familiar with Junes. But yeah, Pena. If I get bored at night, what I like to put on the bedside, just Pena shadow boxing is my favorite thing to watch in my spare time. You know? Nothing more inspirational than someone with muscular dystrophy, shadow boxing. Let me stop. Fighters won't unionize. If it does, it'll happen a long time from now. Yeah, it'll be a long time from now. After getting brutally KO'd by Chandler, what are you talking about? UFC 291 seems just built last minute. My guess is it's been in the works for a couple weeks and nothing was official, and that's why they just announced it. But a lot of it, I don't think were signed. It was just used to overshadow, in an attempt to overshadow Francis Ngannou's deal. Joey, why you got to do Juliana like that? Pena is part of the Cerebral Palsy Boxing Club. Stop it, bro. That was a hidden member stream, bro. That was a hidden member stream. All right. We can't joke about people with physical disabilities on this channel. All right. So leave Juliana Pena alone. Leave Juliana Miller alone. The Cerebral Palsy Boxing Club. Yeah. That's Jimmy Crute's a part of that same club, yeah. Dude, I swear Jimmy Crute undoubtedly has CTE. I want his brain examined upon death. There's going to be levels of CTE unimaginable. His body just doesn't move the same as it used to. Doesn't move the same as it used to. I think UFC 292 backup will be Henry, and they might add Font Yan to the card. Would not shock me. Talked about it in my video. As much as I keep saying that. Which also, hilarious comment on my video. Actually, let me go to it on my phone. Let me go give it an extra watch from my personal account. Yes. Useful. Okay. Let me go take a look. By the way, I didn't put it in the video, but I put it in the top pinned comment. I forgot to mention Sean O'Malley took 7.5 months off after getting his legs brutally chopped and then flash KO'd with brutal ground and pound elbows and stretchered out of the cage with no serious injuries against Marlon Vera. So, this video is doing pretty good. It's almost got 1,000 views. It's only been out for an hour. We're moving on up. We're moving on up. Let me go give it another watch on my personal account. I didn't say another watch. I said let me give it a watch. All right, might as well, right? It's not like I do that with every video. All right. What I usually do is I click on it from my, technically I guess that is a watch. I click on it. As soon as I release it, I click on it from my own account. Because there's usually something I want to leave in a comment on there. So, and then I just let it play because I don't want to just immediately click off of it. But I don't listen to it myself. Isn't that weird? You guys watch my videos and I don't even watch my videos? Like, for me, there's nothing enjoyable about hearing my own voice. You know? Jimmy Crute probably gets beat, but by his own shadow. Probably. When will Leon Colby happen? It seems like it might happen in Abu Dhabi, which is hilarious because they're talking about Colby pay-per-view draws. Why would you watch the video when you just made it? Exactly. But I'm just saying, isn't that weird though? Like, it's not weird that I'm not watching. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I can't describe it. I can't describe what I'm saying. But it's like, I don't even know what my videos sound like. Half the time I forget half the stuff I say. So that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. No need to be a clown, all right? How is Pena can get away with such awful striking and made it as far as she has? She didn't really make it that far. I know she was champion. She didn't even deserve a title shot, to be quite honest. So she got gifted a title shot and then got a fluke win. My mustache is tickling my nose. It's weird because Colby doesn't want to fight in October, but he might just have to accept it. I don't know where else it would happen. 291's taken. 292's taken. 293's taken. They could do it as a co-main event for 293. But I keep hearing Colby's a draw. Colby's a draw. Why isn't he main eventing? That is my question. 294. Abu Dhabi is going to be Islam as the main event. Unless they do Leon versus Bilal as the main event. But even then, I don't think they do that. 295 is going to be most likely Jones defending his belt. And 296 is going to be Conor versus Michael Chandler. Abu Dhabi card is going to be Islam Dariush, Colby, Leon, Usman, Chimaev, and Umar Sandhagen card of the year. We'll say that'd be amazing. But I'm hoping that Bilal sneaks in and just snatches that title shot from the clutches of Colby Covington. Joey's the type of guy that comments something from his personal account agreeing with yourself in the video, then likes to comment from his channel account. No, absolutely not. I've never commented from my personal account ever. So, your mom's comment. Your mom's in my comments, though. Jack, shut up before I get you grounded. If Colby and Leon fight in Abu Dhabi and the rumors come true of Khamzat Usman fighting there too, you think if Khamzat sparks Usman, he leaps Bilal? I just don't think Khamzat versus Usman's happening. And if it does, and it's at welterweight, Khamzat should jump Colby then. If Khamzat's willing to fight at welterweight, then he should jump Colby. But yeah, he could very well. Could very well jump him. Which is sad. So, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious when Colby versus Leon's booked. And oh my God, if it's booked on a co-main event, I'm having a field day. If that is booked as a co-main event, I'm having a field day. Colby's a draw. Colby's a former interim champion. Colby had good wins back in 1965. Colby's gimmick is so interesting. Oh, I love listening to Colby talk. Colby gets clicks on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Oh my God, thousands of views. He's such a big draw. People care about him. Co-main event, bitch. Co-main event, bitch. Co-main event, bitch. The UFC doesn't put draws on co-main events. So now since the dumb media made post about it, I think it won't happen either. Or who knows, Khamzat fights. I don't believe it. I never bought it. I never bought it. And I don't buy it currently. I sell. I sell it. Oh, I forgot to do something. I forgot to link a video in my description of my recent video. I hate when I do that. Let me put that link in there. Ooh, I brutally misspelled a word there. Let me save that. Okay. Colby fanboys are worst MMA fans. They're some of the worst. Colby without Jorge in a title shot is a prelim fighter, if not open in the main card. Yeah, I mean, it depends who he's fighting. You know? It depends who he's fighting. But if he's fighting someone that's not interesting, I mean, he can be co-main event on a pay-per-view. But not really. It has to be an interesting matchup. But there's all interesting matchups at the top. So I don't think Colby pulls these crazy pay-per-view numbers, and he pulls a lot more of the WWE's online and on pay-per-view. He's just more popular than guys like Bilal. But yes, he's not a draw. Yeah, I mean, it's proven he's not a draw. He was matched up with a person who was a bigger draw than him, and they had an amazing backstory. And they sold under 400,000 pay-per-view buys. You know? So, brutally misspelled a word. I'm done. Joe, if you could play matchmaker, what's the first matchup you're making in general? Khamzat Chimaev, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Boom. Take my money right now. Look, I'm not going to lie. I would fly to wherever Jack lives right now. I would break into his home and Boston Crab his entire family. And I would tie them all up and then Boston Crab them one by one. Just to make Khamzat Chimaev versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Okay? That's how desperate I want that fight. That will never happen. And it's so annoying that it'll never happen. But yeah. Not sure if anyone's discussed this yet, but do you think Wonderboy gets it done versus Pereira? I do. I've talked about it briefly before. I forgot which video. And we've talked about it briefly in the streams before. I think Wonderboy is much better than people give him credit for. I picked him against Kevin Holland when everyone was saying he's old man, he's going to get KO'd by Holland. And, yeah, I think Wonderboy's leaps and bounds better than Michel Pereira in the striking department. Joey, I'll outbox you with my parking. Dude, stop. No, you won't. I'd Boston Crab your entire family. Wonderboy on the prelims is crazy. What is that? That's at UFC 291, right? Let me take a look. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, no. 291, I believe. Michael Chiesa, Kevin Holland. Nah, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Michel Pereira's on the main card, according to Tapology. Dude, your dog will get Boston Crab, too. Rakhmonov will ruin Bilal. We'll see. If you guys could make any fight right now, what fight would it be? If you were in charge of matchmaking, you have one fight that you get to make. What fight do you make? What fight do you make? I deadass think Colby would just retire if he's up and down, doesn't get a title shot. Let's say they do Leon versus Bilal at UFC 294. Colby will sit out and wait for a title shot. He will say, I was guaranteed a title shot. I'm sitting out. Dana White is a slimy rat. He wants Alger to lose so bad. A man that's fought 3 times in 13 months while Sean has fought 1 time in 10 months. Favoritism at its finest. Aljo deserves better. Agreed. That's why I made the video about it. And it's actually popping off. It's about to have over 1,000 views. About to get over 1,000 views in 1.5 hours. I want to see Cheeto O'Malley 2 for the strap somehow next year. I don't think that's happening, bro. Chances are slim and done. Slim and done. Slim and done. The chances of seeing that are about as You know, I give that about as much chance as Jack's family fending off my Boston Crab. No way Wonderboy's on the prelims? Yeah. On Tapology, he's not. Chimaev versus Adesanya, I like that matchup. Jones and Ngannou, I know. That one breaks my heart. Izzy Hill won't happen, and it will be Duplessis Whitaker because they the same. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Islam versus Arman 2 for the belt. That's a crazy one. Those dudes you sent us to the other day fumbled the bag. I want my 5 minutes back. I apologize. I've been told that multiple times. Why are you live streaming with 100 subscribers and not interacting with chat? I guess that's your lesson on how not to grow a YouTube channel. You know? I remember when I had a YouTube channel and I had 3 people in the live chat and I was interacting with them. Woohoo, we had some good times. And it's hard to get live viewers. It's hard to get live viewers. It's hard to get people to want to sit in your live stream and get pleasured for hours on end. For 55 minutes of pleasure right now. So, and apparently I'm making positive impacts on people's lives. That touched my heart. That touched my heart right there. I'm going to go to bed tonight and be like, damn, I'm out there making positive impacts on people's lives. Shout out to whoever said that in the beginning. I think it was Jeremiah. Shout out to Jeremiah. I think it was him. If not, I'm sorry for giving you credit for that. We're out here bringing daily pleasure to a good portion of grown men. And we have a female demographic too, okay? They may not show their face often, but we got a female demographic. Figueiredo not fighting Cop. We know that. You always make my day when I see you online. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan Hansen. I appreciate you. I'm laughing. Did you see Damon Jackson's haircut? Dude, somebody messaged me that on Instagram. I was dying, dude. Let me go take a look who that was. Somebody sent me. It was Dan Amaya. They sent me a picture of Damon Jackson's hair and said, what happened to his hair? Dude, it looks bad. It looks really bad. Like, I don't know what he did. It looks like somebody took a weed whacker to his hair. You know, he got hair plugs and it was looking okay. Maybe that's just the process. I don't know. Maybe they got to mow that shit down or something. I don't know. Dream fighting Ngannou Lewis 2 in PFL. You might get your wish. You might get your wish. I'm just happy I make Jordan Hansen's day when I'm online. You know how crazy it is? I used to do live streams, and I had like 5 people in here, 4 people in here, 3 people in here, 1 person in here. The fact that we get like 80 to 100 now, massive achievement. And we're about to get 10,000 subs, and we're going to do a 3-hour live stream off 10,000 subs. We're 400 and basically 440. We're basically 430 now. 430 subs away. I've gotten that overnight before. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I've gotten that overnight before. I'm still trucking along. I'm hoping to hit it before the end of May, but if not, it'll be the first week of June. And then we can all celebrate. And then I can retire my channel. I made a bet 3 years ago. And I said, look, I can run a YouTube channel with 10,000 subscribers. And so, as soon as I achieve that goal, I'm retiring. So, it's been good. It's been real. It's been fun. What if I did that? I'm kidding. I didn't make a bet or anything. I just made that up. But wouldn't that be hilarious? Like, yeah, I made a bet. I made a $20 bet that I couldn't get. Someone told me I couldn't get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I did, and now I'm out. I won the bet. I'm collecting that Benjamin. I'm out of here. Thoughts on Figueiredo versus Dominic Cruz? I like that matchup. I think that sounds fun. Prime Habib versus Prime Ferguson. Who wins? Habib would have absolutely mauled Ferguson badly, even in his prime of all primes. His hairline got struck by lightning. Yeah, Conor versus Volk would not be competitive at all. Yeah, I agree. Volk smashes Conor, agreed. Prime Conor would give Volk problems. I doubt it. I think Volk would destroy him. Joey Luscious V stream at 10K. Look, if I ever start making enough money on YouTube where I'm getting crazy donos, I'll buy a hot tub and recreate that photo. You've done a great job, Joe. You should be proud. Jordan is just buttering me up tonight. He's just buttering me up. What a nice guy. Appreciate you, Jordan. Appreciate you very much. It means a lot. It means a lot. The new video title is just so good, plus the thumbnail. The UFC is praying Sean O'Malley beats Aljamain Sterling at UFC 292. Thumbnail pointing at Dana, rigging fights, question mark. Just being honest, thank you. You got to do something crazy when you hit 10K. I suggested Dominic Reyes haircut. Well, that's what I already got, bro. Just being honest. Power slap weigh-in, it's a face-off or cringe. Dude, these power slap guys are clowns. These power slap guys are absolute clowns. BMF belt on the desk for 10K. Yeah, I got to buy the BMF replica belt. Does PD's allegations invalidate John Jones' GOAT mentions? It depends who you are. If I was complimenting you and you said I was buttering you up, I would feel mad weird. Well, Alzar, stop buttering me up. You're buttering me up right now. Shavkat would murk Kelvin. Dude, Shavkat would destroy Kelvin. Dude, Shavkat would whoop Kelvin Gastelum so bad he would have to take that rap off his YouTube channel. I'm sure. But Alzar just keeps buttering me up right now. Habib versus Volk, Joey, who wins? Habib. Dude, if Islam's taking him down and holding him down, Habib would take him down and smash him on the ground. Okay? Habib doesn't stop. The forward pressure doesn't stop. And Volk's not KOing him. So, imagine explaining to someone what's your job, professional power slap fighter. I wouldn't even consider it a fighter. I just realized Dana might do a power slap BMF belt someday. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm waiting for a tables, ladders, and chairs match. The old TLC match. Sucks Habib retired so early. Yeah, it does suck. Habib was one of my favorite fighters to watch. Shavkat wanted Kelvin next. Dude, he would murder Kelvin bad. He would murk Kelvin. Ew, what are we oohing about? I don't even remember what I said. You thinking about Kelvin Gastelum's rap YouTube intro? Dana got away with power slapping his wife pretty well. You know what? Is there anything Dana White could do where he wouldn't get away with it? Yes or no, chat? Okay? Yes or no? If Dana White was caught on camera using the N-word with the hard R, one, would he be removed as the UFC president? Two, would the MMA community as a whole defend him? Yes or no in the chat? Obviously, you have to say yes and yes or yes and no. Would he be removed as the president? Would the MMA community defend him? Nope, he'd get away with it. No. Exactly. They probably would defend him. No and yes. Yep. They would. No and no. You don't think that? I think the MMA community would defend him hard. I don't know why I just thought of that, but I'm just saying. No and yes, no and yes, no and yes. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm glad we're on the same page there. Not that I'm saying he's going to. I'm just saying Dana White. I was just trying to think of what's something that would really be like, oh shit, Dana's in trouble now. And that's the first thing that came to mind. Do you think if Dana would have punched his wife on camera, would it have been any different? Yes or no? If he would have punched his wife instead of slapped her, would it have been any different? Dana's the type to use that as a cop-out to retire so the media can see he's stepping down for a good reason? Probably. He gets support from fighters? Yes, no, 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 no. Yes, it would have been different. No, different, no, different. Yeah. If Dana punched his wife in the face in a club in Mexico at 53 years old and then brutally Boston grabbed her, would it have been any different, yes or no? He wouldn't get the sack, but people won't defend him. Okay. Not if she punched him first. Fighters only defend Dana to Dana White privilege. Yeah, dude, there's so many Dana White just deep throaters. You know, just deep throating him. Imagine deep throating another man that hard. He'd be cooked. Nope. I'm not going to lie. If he Boston crabbed her, I'd be like, I'm not going to clutch my pearls over it. I'd be like, yeah, you know, I Boston crabbed my wife too, so I'd be a hypocrite. If Dana White got caught Boston crabbing his wife, I'd be a hypocrite to insult him over it. The Boston crab is acceptable? Okay. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind Dana openly cheats on his wife. That's what the Colby Casino video. Remember how it felt real uncomfortable? You're an OG if you remember the Colby Casino video. Colby was like recording and ran up on Dana White in the casino, and there's some young girl just leaning on Dana. She dips out of the video, and Dana's like, stop recording. Hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Yeah, but Dana's definitely cheating on his wife. I bet my life on that. I bet you everyone in the chat would agree. Yes or no, does Dana White cheat on his wife? Yes or no? I can see certain black fighters like Jay Hill and Buckley defending him if Dana said the N-word, and Kevin Holland too. Probably. I saw something recently, and it's dumbass Twitter. It's dumbass Twitter, okay? And basically Twitter now just recommends you whatever. And I saw recently some white dude said the N-word, but he was like doing karaoke or something, and he was reading a song that had the N-word in it, and he got fired for it. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. And it wasn't, I don't even think it was the hard R, you know? Am I wrong for that? I mean, I don't remember who it was, but it just happened to got recommended to me on Twitter. I thought that was a little bit ridiculous, you know what I mean? He's just singing karaoke there. But maybe I'm crazy. But I just think that's a little bit crazy. That's a little bit overboard. You know, dude did not say it with malicious intent. You know? Colby Casino video is legendary. Yes. You are right, Joey. Thank you. All right, I'm glad I'm right on that one. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, dude was just rapping and singing lyrics. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on now. Come on now. He can't sing a song? You think he should lose his job? I understand him coming out and saying, look, I didn't mean to say it. Whatever. But to fire the man over that? To fire the man over that's crazy. There's a baseball commentator who got slipped up and said it and got fired recently. You know, I think I heard about that as well. And some guy, I saw this on Twitter as well. Some guy made a video discussing it, and he played it. And then he talked about how disgusting this guy was. And because of it, that guy got fired for playing that video, which I think is a little bit crazy too. I don't know. I've always been on the fence. Like if somebody said it, right? Let's say a UFC fighter said it, and I wanted to cover it, like bleeping it out or not bleeping it out, like I feel like you should play it to get the full context of what he said. If you bleep it out, you don't hear what he said. But anyway, moving on to another topic. Colby has blackmail footage of Francis Pegg and Dana, okay? ESPN would have fired him or end the partnership. If he didn't say it malicious intent, he shouldn't get fired. Yeah, I mean, if they want to make him apologize, but if he's just singing a song, you know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe someone will tell me I'm wrong. Jack already did. Jack, we're not even getting into that, bro. We're not even getting into that. Mike Perry has the pass, okay. He didn't say it mean-spirited way. He should have gotten a decent suspension and come back. Even that, I think that's crazy. Jack, we're not going to get into that. But I think those people, here's what I hate. I think it's the most embarrassing thing, right? The people that say, I got black friends. You know, when they're caught doing something they shouldn't do, just don't even say that. You know, just don't even say that. I got black friends. I almost feel like that is the definition. Tell me you're racist without telling me you're being racist, okay? Oh, I got black friends. They got like one token black friend. But like if I was ever caught on camera saying something bad, regardless of what it was, I'm not saying necessarily that, you don't make excuses. You just say, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything. You know, no matter what it was, I didn't mean anything by it. These people making excuses, it just pisses me off. Is Chris Curtis cool with you saying it? I'll ask him. I'll ask him next time. Should Alex stop? Just stop. Next topic. Free speech? Yeah, but free speech isn't hate speech, dude. Oh, I guarantee there's a large portion of the MMA community that be throwing out the hard R. Just watched the baseball announcer video and I'm dying. What made him say it anyway? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something. That was just an instance I thought of. What if Dana said this? What if Dana said this? Would he get in trouble? Ooh. Is this still picking up views? The UFC is praying that Sean O'Malley defeats Aljamain Sterling. Bro said that. Do you think the winner of Dustin Justin gets a title fight? If Beneil loses, probably. If Beneil wins, I hope not. What would you guys do? Dude, Jack, you were just stirring up trouble. You were just stirring up trouble, bro. Dude, I'll tell you this right now, and I'll die on this hill. I guarantee Tony Kelly says the N-word with the hard R at home. Probably says it amongst his friends. He's having a bonfire, local trailer park. Just throws around the N-word with impunity. Guaranteed, would bet my life Tony Kelly does. And I made a video about that a long while ago. Tony Kelly, let's search that video. How long is that video? He said, what? May 15th, 2022. So a little over a year ago. A little over a year ago. And I said, look, if he's saying this in the open setting on TV, imagine what he's saying behind closed doors. That's what really tells me. And I know we're kind of getting off MMA topic, and I've mentioned this multiple times. That's what really tells me. Like, there's certain people that say, like, okay, they're not something that you're going to get crazy offended by, but they just say it in a way you're like, okay, I know what this guy says behind closed doors. And then you have the people. What really makes me laugh, and I've mentioned this in a couple videos as well, and I know we're getting crazy off topic and talking about random shit right now. Anytime, I hate that we even have to ever talk about like racism, stuff like that. I just only bring it up because nobody brings it up. Like I'm talking about like anybody's scared to kind of touch that topic because they're worried about what the fan base might think of them or whatnot. I just don't care. Nobody owns me. I don't care. Talking about the topic, if it pisses you off, and I've said this almost in every video where I've talked about it, which is like 2 videos. If bringing up this topic pisses you off, if bringing up the prospect of racism pisses you off, I guarantee you're a racist. I guarantee it, you know? And obviously context matters there, you know what I mean? Context matters, but you get my point. In that video where I'm bringing it up, if it pisses you off, you're like, oh, how dare this guy say this, you know? It's just funny to me that people act like that. Tony Kelly's definitely throwing that around. List of fighters. Grant Dawson, Holly Holm, Bryce Mitchell. I'm done. What if I made that tier list? Tier list of UFC fighters most likely to use racial slurs. Bro, that's funny, Jack. That's a good video idea. I'm trying to think who'd be number 1. I don't know. I don't know if she would or not. He's the one saying that. I just read his comment. I doubt it. But who knows? Who knows? Banger video? Let me stop. Who would be number one on the list? I'm trying to think. Tony Kelly's got to be number one, but he's not a UFC fighter anymore. Have those fighters pictured on the thumbnail with cancel stamped over it? UFC fighters most likely to use a racial slur tier list. Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee for sure. Yeah. I think she picks up men at KKK rallies. Nate Landwehr seems like he says it because his black friends don't care. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you right now, Jack's parents definitely use racial slurs. I can tell that just by the way he acts in the YouTube chat. I'm wondering who else would be in the list. I'm trying to think. There's nobody jumping off the page to me right now. There's nobody jumping off the page to me. I would say Brendan Allen uses it, but like because he has black friends like that think he's cool. Tony Kelly on that Marlboro Red diet. Colby Covington. I don't know. I don't think Colby Covington probably does. But maybe. What a weird topic we're discussing now. Imagine rewatching this. Have their faces on the thumbnail with a canceled stamp over it. Yeah, I don't think Colby would. I just feel like most of his shit is just an act. I don't think he would go that far. Stipe Miocic doesn't answer the phone. Stop, dude. Stop, Jack. Yeah, Colby is like, you want to pick him, but that just makes it not true. You know? Manel Kopp. Oh, never mind. Manel Kopp definitely used slurs in general. We've seen him use that quite a few times. But that's obviously a different case. Dude said Bryce Mitchell. I'll say Tanner. I'll throw Tanner Bozer's hat in the ring. You said I have black friends and still don't say it. Jack has it. Jack has a tuple. Jack's got a couple old friends. He seems like a nice guy. Okay. Tanner, that's a good one. Michael Chiesa during the Kevin Lee fight. Do you think Aaron Blanchfield says it with her single lady friends? No. Oh, Sean O'Malley does it just because he thinks he's cool. For sure. I'd bet on that one. I don't know who's Letter Kenny vibes. I don't even know what that means. I don't get the reference there. Rose Namajunas probably uses it at home. For sure. She doesn't say the hard R, though. She just says the other one. The more acceptable one. Clay Guida and the boys. All right, guys. MMA-related questions. Let's move on. Who are your favorite fighters? Charles Oliveira, Khamzat Chimaev, Justin Gaethje, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Marvin Vettori. I'm kidding, guys. Don't unsubscribe. Who's dropping the C-bomb? Yeah, who's dropping the dreaded C-bomb? Look, I don't care what anyone says. The C-bomb, not a racial slur, all right? There's nobody in the history of man that's offended by the C word. Jack's a cracker. Did you see Dana came out and said that Aljo's stupid and he's giving him tons of credit? Yes. And then he said, if he can't go 3 months after his last 5-round fight, then we're gonna have to do an interim title. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Shame on him. You're clutching your pearls. Can everyone in the chat, as long as you're Caucasian, call Jack a cracker? Otherwise, it's off limits. Dana's maybe the most emotional man I've ever met. Dana's so emotional. Joey, do an end of 2023 champ prediction. I did at the beginning of the year. It's weird to do it halfway through the year. You're like 50% likely to get it right because there's probably only one title fight left for each division. What's up with these Dana rants? Dude, Dana's becoming increasingly more unhinged. Yeah, Dana is always out there saying crazy shit. Increasingly more unhinged by the day. Power slap. Live. Do you like how he did the UFC announcements? And then he was like, and don't forget, we got 3 title fights next Wednesday. Dude really said that. Don't forget, we got 3 title fights coming up next Wednesday. I'm done. The Dawkins Brothers. The Dawkins Brothers guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh my God. That's a good one. That's a good find, Jack. That's a good find. That's funny, dude. My chats are like John Cena. You don't see him? I don't see him, dude. So I don't know what you're saying that make YouTube delete them. Julian for saying let me bang, bro. You think Chris Dawkins uses it the most? Yeah, I think Kyle is like he's kind of turning over a new leaf. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna stop saying the N word. And then Chris Dawkins is just like, stop being a pussy, dude. Oh, Patty Pimblett's another good one. Darren Till for sure. How did this chat turn into 20 minutes of this is the real question. You guys are going to get me in trouble. Big trouble. Yeah, Kyle's on the fence about it. And Chris says, Kyle, you're just not giving it a fair shake. Let it out once or twice. You're just not giving it a fair shake. Who has the stupidest career trajectory of all time, in my opinion, is Chris Dawkins. Edmund Shabazian. But Chris Dawkins is up there. Danny Sabatello definitely says it. Dude looks like Guy Fieri. Or Guy Fieri, I think is how you say it. I don't know why I mispronounced it that way. Shavkat says it, but no one understands him. Okay. Patty doesn't. Okay, Till does. Brian Ortega. Facts. Nick and Nate definitely say it. Chael Sonnen. Yeah, Chael Sonnen for sure. Oh, that's funny. Dude said Trailer Park Boys. Canadian version. Joey, how much would I have to donate for you to say it on stream? $4.99. I'll give it a go. I'll pull the old Chris Dawkins. What are you guys gonna do? You cancel me from what? All right. You gonna unsubscribe? I think it's exception with Nick and Nate. Yeah, low IQ, the exception there. $4.99 and I'll give it a go. I'm kidding. No. No. Matt. Dude, that's too funny. I feel like Chris tries to convince Kyle. Just man, you're just not giving it a fair shake. Just let it out. What a topic we're discussing. When we could be breaking down the 3 title fights on Power Slap tomorrow evening. Dan Hooker. How is this just get in the chat? Just keep going. We're just guessing which fighters are you. Tony Kelly, definitely. I wouldn't doubt it if Tony Kelly has some type of, memorabilia with that word on it. He's definitely got a white hooded suit in his closet. Dude said Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman probably just got cut. Yeah, Chase Sherman screamed it out in anger after he found out he got cut. That's funny, dude. Would you be down for a 2-hour interview if I donated $75? A 2-hour interview with who? What does that even mean? 2-hour interview? But probably not, but you got to give me more details than that. A 2-hour interview? Why am I being interviewed for 2 hours? Jake Collier and the boys? Yeah, they're definitely chopping it up though. They don't have any malicious intent behind it. Amir Khani definitely says it. Dude, Amir Khani is such a piece of shit. Give me my wrench and I'll definitely give it a spin. Yeah, Amir Khani's a piece of shit for what he did. What he did to Mike Grundy's and his dad. So, I think he's questioning you, Joey. He's questioning me? This is the funniest stream? Alright. Bro, when Mike Grundy lost, I laughed so hard. Well, you know what I also laughed about? Enjoy your 5 minutes sitting on the sidelines, Alizar, you bitch. How dare you disrespect Mike Grundy and his terminally ill father? Not in this chat. Not in this chat. Not today, bitch. You leave Mike Grundy alone. Shout out to Jack Shore for getting that sweet revenge. That sweet, sweet revenge. Oh, Macy Barber drops it from time to time. There's no doubt about that. I'm still waiting to see what this guy says about an interview. What is he talking about? If they interim the bantamweight belt, who do you think they'll give it to? O'Malley, Cheeto, plus Henry lost, and Marab just got out of surgery. They would never give it to Marab. Here's what I believe they will do. It'll most likely be Corey Sandhagen, Umar Nurmagomedov on the card, and potentially bump them up to an interim title fight. But it wouldn't shock me if they put Rob Font on the card against somebody, and then they give Rob Font the shot, because Rob Font is very beatable. Sean O'Malley would beat Rob Font. So that's what they would do. And I don't think Sean O'Malley, his chances against Corey Sandhagen are much less than it were if it were Rob Font. I like how that guy's just never going to respond now. I want to know what he was talking about. We need the UFC stat. Yeah. You think William Knight says the C word? You know who says Kevin Holland, Terrence McKinney, Joaquin Buckley, Aljo, Jamahal Hill, John Jones? Okay. I think it'll be Umar O'Malley for the interim. That'd be crazy and weird. You still never answered my question, so I'm not answering your question. You said 2-hour interview. What are you talking about, bro? That's such a weird question. I think Raquel Pennington had a fit with the Mbob when she lost her fight with Irene. Yeah, she just screamed it out in anger. Just screamed it out in anger. No big deal. I wouldn't surprise me if they try to put Rob Font on the card, because Rob Font is so beatable for O'Malley. I would pick O'Malley over Rob Font. And the UFC would think he would win, so they want to give him a fight to win. I think they save Umar versus Sugar down the line, probably. The chick Irene kicked in the gut, definitely. Yes. Yes. Font destroys Sean. Dude, Font has no chin. And he's got pillow punches. It doesn't matter how much he lands, because Sean's going to rock him once per round. We will both be interviewing you. Who are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Who is we? I don't know what you're saying. So unless you give me more specifics of what you're saying, I have no idea. But guys, I got to pee real quick, so I'll be right back. I got to go pee. All right, I'm back, you clowns. Yeah, Chen needs to go interview Kyle from last night. He could really use the extra cash. He could really use the extra. He's strapped for cash right now. I'm still waiting. I don't even know what he's talking about. Dude won't answer the questions. Very weird. Xavier says he needs the 100. Let me get your autograph. What are you talking about, bro? Joey, how did the pee go? It went great. It went great, bro. It went great. This chat is undefeated. No way I got hit with the timeout, Shillelagh, for laughing at Grundy's dream being crushed. You just got hit with it again, you little bitch. You keep Mike Grundy's name out of your mouth, bitch. Dude, Alazar is sitting there in 300-second timeout. Just crying up a storm right now. He's pissed. He's heated. That's 5 minutes. This stream may not even last 5 more minutes. Badass UFC fighter, Werner Janaroba, easily. Easily. The real question is, when Dana found out about Francis Ngannou's PFL deal, did he throw it out there then? He just screamed it in the air. Ah! Let me stop. Let me stop. I bet he was heated. Verna's about to get this steamrolled in the first round. Who's she fighting again? I remember, but I forgot. Joey, what was your reaction to Uriah Hall knocking out Adam Sella? Oh my God, I can't believe he got knocked out. That was crazy. Oh, Tatiana. That's going to be an interesting fight. I don't know if she definitely gets starched or not. But Tatiana has very good wrestling, so I doubt she can out-grapple her. Bilal will be forced to fight in Dubai card, so Khamzat won't skip him. We'll see. We'll see. They will skip Bilal now with Khamzat fighting Usman. Maybe. You're going to hunt for Werner Janaroba's OnlyFans after the stream? Enjoy. I hope you enjoy. I need a Dern twerk off eventually. What? Do you think Aljo takes a dive? No, he's not gonna take a dive. He was just saying, if you wanna make me out to be the bad guy, at least let me know beforehand. At least let me know beforehand. So, yeah, Jack's a menace. Dude, this guy's so weird. He's not even saying what he's talking about. For what? You never want to go to bed fully loaded, if you know what I mean. Jack's about to catch the timeout, Shillelagh. Just for being a weirdo. Just for being a weirdo. Guys, if you have not yet liked this stream, do me a favor and like the stream. Also, double check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 this week, so what a massive accomplishment that will be. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyone got the Park Reporter OnlyFans? Yeah, you can only log in one at a time, so we'll have to share it. Joey, how do Chrome fans remember every UFC card numbers? I only know UFC 261 because I was scared. I don't know. I remember most of them. Go ahead, throw one out. I'll remember it right now. We'll see. We'll see if I got it. I'm starting to lose it because the numbers are starting to overlap, and they're about to start overlapping again. But I can usually name what card from a number. Throw them in the chat if you want me to do it. We've done it before. We're probably not going for much longer. I don't know how much longer we're going to go. I want to record one more video. It's 1:30. UFC 233. Easy. It actually wasn't even a pay-per-view. It was Henry Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw. It was January of 2019, I believe. UFC 237. That is a good one. That is a good one. That was in March of 20... UFC 237. No, that wasn't in March, was it? 236, I believe, was Izzy versus Kelvin. What was 237? I don't remember 237. It's slipping me right now. Must not be that good. UFC 154. That was easy. GSP versus Carlos Condit. UFC 220. $237. If it's a women's fight, it was because this was my only guess. If I don't remember, it had to be a women's fight. It was like Cyborg versus like I don't know who. Cyborg versus somebody. Or was Holly Holm versus Jeraine Durandamine. Nama Yunus versus Andrade in Brazil. Damn it. 276, that's easy. Izzy versus Cannonier. 220. What was UFC 220? I don't remember 220. That must be a garbage one too. I'm Googling that one. It doesn't stick out to me. Stipe versus Ngannou. It was in January of 2018. I should have got that one. I should have known that one. UFC 231. Was that Pettis versus Holloway? I think that was Pettis versus Holloway. I actually skipped that pay-per-view. It's the only pay-per-view I've ever skipped. I had to work. And I didn't really care that much about the pay-per-view. I think that's what it was. I think the UFC 230. Let me Google it now. Max Holloway. Brian Ortega. I said it wrong. I'm an idiot. I did not skip that one, but I was almost right. UFC 204. Damn, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. UFC 204. Was in October of 2016. What was UFC 204? October 2016. What was UFC 204? Who fought in October? Damn, I can't remember. UFC 202 was Conor versus Nate. UFC 203 UFC 203. It was Conor versus Nate 2 was UFC 202. UFC 203. I don't know. I'm going to Google UFC 203, so then hopefully I can remember UFC 204. Miocic versus Overeem. What was after Miocic versus Overeem? I feel like it was Woodley, maybe, but I can't think of it. Bisping Henderson. Damn it. If I would have thought longer, I might have gotten that one. You ruined it. Joe, you've been smoking them Reds. 244, Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal. Easy. I can't believe I'm starting to lose it. UFC 149, that's easy. That is easy. That is Uriah Faber versus Renan Barão. Boom, baby. Hector Lombard, Tim Bosch was on the card as well. UFC 191. Was that Demetrius versus somebody? I feel like. Or was that Bisping versus Rockhold maybe? Let me think. UFC 192 was in October. So 191 was in September. I'm going to say Demetrius Johnson versus Chris Carriasso. Yeah, Habib versus Conor and Conor versus Eddie Alvarez. Was I right on 191? It was Demetrius versus someone. John Dodson. Axel Fox, thank you for the $2.99 Australian. Joey, impressive memory. I can't donate much at the moment. No big deal, man. I thank you and appreciate you very much. Thank you for the $2.99 Australian. Axel Fox, the undeniable fan here. Supporter, long-time supporter at this point. It's crazy. The new video is doing well. It's creeping up on 1,500 views. Great thumbnail and title. 174, you kidding me? That's easy work. 173 was 174 was in June. What was one? I thought I knew that one off top. As soon as I saw that number, I thought I knew it. 161, I believe, was Dan Henderson versus Rashad Evans. 174. What was 174? 175 was Chris Weidman, Lyoto Machida. UFC 204 was Bisping Henderson. We already established that. Power Slap 1. UFC 174 is like on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. I don't know. I can't think of it for some reason. I got a mental block, and I should know that one. Johnson versus Bagotinov. I swear on my life I thought that. 162, Anderson Silva Weidman. 186. 185 was Pettis versus Rafael Dos Anjos. What was 186? That's another Mighty Mouse fight, I think. That's why you're asking me them. I forget. They're forgettable cards. Johnson versus Kyoji Horiguchi. I googled that though. I don't know what Bellator 295 was. I don't think. I'm gonna guess it's Stotts versus Mix. I googled that. Try guessing UFC 254. Was that Figgy versus Perez? Or no, that was 55 and 56. Figgy fought on. So that was November, December. So 254 was in October. No, 254 is easy. That's Habib versus Dustin. No, Habib versus Gaethje, I think. It's either Habib versus Dustin or Habib versus Gaethje. I get them mixed up. I think it's Habib versus Gaethje. I want to say. UFC 270, that's easy. Ngannou versus Gane. 250. Nunes versus Anderson, I think. Nunes versus Felicia Spencer. Ew. UFC 158, GSP versus Nick Diaz. UFC 251 was Ferguson Gaethje. No, that was 249. You idiot. Habib versus Justin. I literally streamed Bellator 295 and 296. What are you talking about? Are you saying I literally streamed it? I don't remember the Bellator numbers. I never try to keep track of those numbers in my head. Say what you will. But you're acting like a 45-year-old third grader right now, if I have to say so myself. UFC 112, didn't watch then. Oliveira versus Islam. Guys, if you could do me a favor, everybody like this stream. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. UFC Vegas 40, don't remember any of the fight night numbers. Never, never do. I'm sure that UFC 251 was Ferguson versus Gaethje. Well, you're fucking wrong, you idiot. 251 was like Usman versus Jorge. 1. So, shove it up your ass. UFC 234, we already discussed that. The stupid X-Specs cards ruined the count for me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. No need to put a crying face in the chat. Jerry, into cars? If so, what do you drive and what is your dream car? I'm not really into cars. But, if you want to know what I drive, I'm keeping that out of the public domain. It's only in the Discord. I've posted a picture of, I own multiple cars. But I don't talk about that on live stream. That's in the Discord. That's behind the scenes info. UFC 200, Nunes versus Miesha Tate. What's up, Joey? I definitely don't want O'Malley to become champion. I don't imagine him being a champion long unless they handpick favorable matchups for him. Agreed. UFC 214, John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. If you've been in the Discord long enough, I've posted pictures of my vehicle before. So, opinion on mopeds? I think I would love mopeds and I would love motorcycles, but they're too risky. You can easily die. Let's just say you got to be at least 6 foot to ride in Joey's car. Yep, exactly. Oscar Mayer car? Yeah. 279's easy. Nate versus Khamzat, which turned it up to Nate versus Ferguson, which is hilarious. Dude, Khamzat would have beat the dog shit out of Nate. It would have been bad. It would have been real bad. Yeah, I would love to have a moped and just be whipping around on a moped, but you get killed easily. People don't know how to drive. Every day I leave my house, it's like 6 people almost hit me in the car. So I don't want to be on a moped. UFC 209. I want to say that was Woodley versus Wonderboy, but I feel like I'm wrong. Woodley versus Wonderboy. Boom. Good one. I drive the King's car from BK. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Guys, it's damn near 1:30 a.m. It's past 1:30 a.m. Who did Chris Curtis fight in his UFC debut? Wasn't it Brendan Allen on short notice? Or is Brendan Allen... No, it's Phil Hall's one. No. Both of them were short notice, but I think it was Brendan Allen. I believe. Is it a stretch to call Chandler the best overall and skilled lightweight? Yes, it's a massive stretch. So, yes. Yeah, well, I'm about to get off here, though. I've already been on here for too long. I've been on for too long. No, it was Phil Hall's. It was Phil Hall's first. They fought month back to back. UFC 223. Habib versus Ali Quinta, I believe. All right, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I really do. Have you guys enjoyed it? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Have you enjoyed this stream? I need to know. I can't believe we went to raid someone's stream yesterday. And they literally didn't even look at the chat. What a clown show that was. See if there's anybody streaming right now. Includes paid promotion. Let me stop right there. Let me stop right there. How is there no one live right now? You got to be kidding me, right? What are up with people just streaming video games like anybody wants to watch just video games? Like, I'd rather just play video games. All right, let's see. All right, I found some dude randomly playing UFC video games. Let's go raid his stream. You guys want to do that? I think he's reading the chat. He's got 200 subscribers. He's streaming UFC video games, but it'll still be cool to go raid him. And if you guys enjoy watching UFC gameplay, it'll be a good time. So go raid this guy's stream, blow up his stream, give him some likes, help boost him in the algorithm, show him some support. And I will see you guys later. If you want another stream tomorrow, you better go do this. Go raid this guy's stream. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. Go give him some enjoyment, man. He'll appreciate having some live viewers. So he's just starting out. Go show him some support. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you check out my Aljamain Sterling video after you get done rating that guy. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of your night. Go to the link in the chat. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. And good night. Goodbye. And I appreciate every single one of you.